Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Two and a Half Brothers podcast. Hey, we got so popular, we were able to bring a special guest onto our show. Does the special guest want to introduce themselves?
Hey everybody, my name is Peter Griffin, and
No, fuck. You're supposed to be the Joker.
Oh! You mean this one?
Yes, that one. So, Mr. Joker, what are we doing here today?
Hell if I know, I'm leaving!
Shit.
Get out of our podcast.
We lost our special guest. What the hell are we gonna do?
Oh, hang on. Let me call him. He's not answering. Shit, we're...
Check the closets.
Huh?
Tim, there you are!
Found him!
What's going on, guys? What?
Oh, hang on.
Tim, come on down.
I got
We're
him.
recording an
I got
episode.
Hi.
Hey,
Did you miss the Joker?
The who?
The Joker was just here.
Did you see the man that walking down the hall to the left?
Oh!
He had green hair.
Yeah, and he was like
Yeah, and
super
then he-
pale. He
he
looked
had
almost
this-
like Steven.
He had this tattoo on his forehead that said damage.
Ow!
Alright, so for everyone that's listening...
Nope.
Alright,
They
something
just
happened.
figured out.
How was your day?
It was shit. Nicholas was good.
Wait, it was?
Yeah.
I guess I had a good day. Alright.
Alright, so, have you guys seen the new Avatar trailer?
Oh my god.
Dude, it looks so good.
Yes.
The firebending
I
in
love the way
particular.
Suki
Yeah.
looks, too.
Yes. Oh my god.
Suki's makeup was
I
on point.
Suki's makeup
I
was...
pogged when I saw Suki.
Also,
I did too.
Momo and Appa look really
They look
fucking
phenomenal.
Yeah, after the live action movie, that
good. Have you even seen live action?
yes, and it was dog
Thank
shit.
God I haven't.
You've never seen it?
No, and I refuse.
We're watching that right now.
No,
No, please.
All right, we're gonna
I
pause the
can't-
podcast.
I can't stand 4 people trying to earthbend one rock.
It was 6 people.
It was 6.
6 people earthbending a rock about the size of my fist.
Oh, God.
And he claimed to be a fan. I do have one hope for the show, though. If it makes it to season 3, I need the Ember Island players, instead of being funny, to be the live-action characters from the Shyamalan movie. I would give anything for that.
Yeah.
Oh, but let me tell you one thing about the greatest character of all Avatar, who is back and reprised as his role, the Cabbage Man.
My cabbages!
That was.
Did I talk about how I saw the Cabbage Man in Baldur's Gate?
Yes.
I don't think I did last episode. I think I just told you guys.
You just told us.
I forgot about that, yeah.
There was literally an NPC in Baldur's Gate that went, man, it was hard to get my cabbages into Baldur's Gate. And then I walked past him, and another time, his cabbage cart was tipped over, and he was going, my cabbages! I'm like, not sure if it was the voice actor, but it might have been.
It would be hilarious if it was.
It probably was. I mean, it seems like it's something he would do.
It's way too. Way too much of a coincidence.
Exactly.
Coincidence?
Anyways,
Probably.
I do have one problem with the trailer, though.
Go on, Azula.
Azula.
Yes.
Azula did. I showed the friend my trailer, and he's like,
You showed the friend your trailer?
I showed one of my friends the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And he was like, wow, that was a great trailer. I was like, what do you think of Azula? And he goes, I didn't even see Azula.
I mean, it's true. What would make the trailer better for Azula if she actually put her hair up?
Into a bun, exactly.
Exactly.
So she looked like Azula did.
So it looks a little like her.
anyway.
It's close enough.
Close enough.
Yeah.
What is your favorite character in Avatar?
Ooh.
I mean, there's a lot of really good choices. I mean, one of the obvious ones is obviously Iroh.
yeah.
Iroh is...
We're banned from choosing Iroh
I'm saying,
because
like,
he's way too.
Yeah.
He's way beyond the best.
I mean, more great ones. Toph is great. Boomie's
I do love-
fucking hilarious.
Boomy is-
I love Boomy.
Boomy is honestly amazing.
Yeah.
Fun fact: in the Avatar comics, when they had a Toph and Boomy fight.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was actually really cool. There was no contest winner because they had to stop the fight in the middle of it.
Because they tied because it was getting too destructive.
Exactly.
I think Toph is my favorite character of all of Avatar. She's just too funny.
Yeah.
She really is.
But
honestly, one of my favorite moments of Toph is when Appa goes missing and they're making up flyers and
Yeah.
everybody's making fun of Sokka's and Toph says, "I think it looks exactly like him," and then
Sokka goes, really? Oh.
That's a top tier Toph moment. That's a top tier Sokka moment. You want another top tier Sokka moment?
Go. Well, any soccer moment.
I'm just a guy
with
with a boomerang.
Not that, but another great one. My girlfriend turned into the moon.
That's rough, buddy. Man, I really hope we eventually get that Toph and Zuko adventure. That's life changing.
know.
Oh, this is like after everything in Avatar took place.
No, because in season 3, all the main characters got to go on a life changing adventure with Zuko, except for Toph.
Well, Toph's life didn't really need to be changed too much.
Yeah, you're right. She's perfect. But
Exactly.
Anyways, it would have been nice.
Imagine hanging out with the Zuko made her not blind.
She learned that the real sight was the friend she made along the way.
All right, you're off the podcast.
But I never even made it to my topic for today.
Oh yeah, what is your topic of today?
I'm glad you asked. What are we doing during a zombie apocalypse? What's your guys' plan?
Fighting back and running away.
Shut up. You need to actually come up with a better plan than that.
Yeah.
Fighting back, running away, and
Wait,
eating.
I'm not done explaining.
Stalking.
Good plan, Tim.
Thanks, buddy.
Anyways, so I don't know about you guys, but I like to plan for a zombie apocalypse that's never gonna happen. But it's fun.
I was like, what do you mean it's never gonna happen? Have you ever seen what was
Walking
it?
Dead?
Have you ever seen The Walking Dead? Did you see how many zombies there are?
Have you ever seen Shaun of the Dead?
What if those zombies from there get out?
What-
You're right. We gotta start planning.
I like a part in Walking Dead where they all go, "It's zombifying time."
It's time for the dead to walk.
It's time to spring the trap.
I hate you all.
Speaking of FNAF.
Nicholas was telling us before the episode how we mention FNAF every episode.
Which you
And
guys
he
do.
hates it, but the thing is,
He hates it, and I find it hilarious.
I find it hilarious because it doesn't happen on purpose. At least I don't do it on purpose.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
I don't believe
Bullshit.
you.
I only mention Five Nights at Freddy's when it pops into my head. You're saying the dead walks again reminds me of it. It's time to spring the trap.
Which is funny because I thought the exact same thing in that same moment.
See?
Can I leave the podcast?
All right.
No,
So,
okay.
anyways,
So,
welcome back to One and a Half
All right.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Shit. Did I just review who the half brother was?
Wait,
I
you
mean-
did?
No, I mean, yeah, it's one of us.
And it's the viewers.
Yeah,
Shit.
they're the half brother.
Yeah.
So the two of us make one brother. They're the other.
You're
half-brother.
right. You're right. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
What if we're all not brothers to begin with?
I don't know. I mean, that sounds pretty plausible.
It is pretty
Considering that Steven is the most genetically white out of the three of us.
This is the second time you've brought that up this episode.
Nope, technically I brought this up in the episode we were recording.
Nope,
before.
you brought it up this episode too. When you mentioned the Joker's complexion.
I mean, I didn't say anything about you being genetically white. I just said it looked like Steven.
Yeah.
You know what? Fair enough. Zombie apocalypse plans. What are you guys doing? Where are you guys going?
Okay.
So I guess we'll start with first 24 hours. What's happening?
First 24 hours,
Your short-term survival goals.
All right.
short-term survival goals, get high.
All right, so you're going to visit Snoop Dogg.
Okay,
Not that kind of high.
get the high ground.
Are you sure?
Yeah, dude.
All right. Yeah.
Dude, get the high ground. Well, first off, find a parachute.
24 hours. This is not something you're doing within the first 24 hours. This is what you're going to do, but I'm saying, how are you going to make your way to someplace high? How are you traveling? How are you going to get there? What's your weapon of choice?
I mean, honestly, I feel like I get in a car, right?
Okay.
I get in a car. I have a knife collection, so I use that knife collection as my weapon of choice for the day.
Correct.
I drive down to New York, right? Which is like a 4-hour drive from us.
Yes, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
Okay. And
Doxing your location.
yes, because doxing a location being within
4 hours
a
away.
4-hour drive away from New York, which is a
Yes,
huge state.
great. So now we got this 4-hour circle around us. Thanks, Tim.
Great job, Tim.
Guys, Go to the Empire State Building, or
The Chrysler Building?
nope, get a boat,
Ooh, a boat.
Ooh.
drive.
How are you
out.
gonna pay for the boat? You don't have money.
I mean, I have a lot of money right now.
Enough to buy a boat?
Not buy a boat. You drive a boat. I can go rent a boat from fucking from.
But it's also a zombie apocalypse. so-
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's
I
the
know.
point.
I'm being an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay.
I find a couple people, probably not you guys, because I don't want to be spending the rest of my life.
Okay, so
with
you wouldn't. Okay, a counterpoint. Two and a half brothers podcast zombie apocalypse.
It's two and a half apocalypses.
No, we
2.5 nukes.
That's a reference. That's a pretty big reference.
Okay. Get down to New York. Get a boat. Use that boat to go to the Statue of Liberty.
You really like boats.
I love boats. I actually genuinely love boats.
You want what I love? Trains.
Okay, yes. You can go inside the Statue of Liberty. You can climb up, and you can end
Correct.
up on her little torch
And
thing.
that's a really good area too.
It is.
Can zombies? Okay, what do you think? Okay, first of all, I'm gonna ask your opinion in a second. You better get ready.
No.
Can zombies swim or can they walk underwater?
I don't think they can walk underwater. I
Because
think
they definitely don't need to breathe.
they don't need to breathe, but I think they're not dense enough to sink. Because humans in general, all you have to do is just control your breathing and you float. Zombies who don't need to breathe are decaying because of death. The zombie virus.
There's also another thing. So, there are some people that have a lot of buoyancy and that don't have a lot of buoyancy. Would that apply to the dead, or
I mean, in a way, but even
But I mean, also the dead get filled with gas.
exactly.
that is true?
So,
So,
then I don't think they
I
could
don't.
float.
I don't. I think they can float, but
Do you think they'd be able to control their floating enough to make that a problem?
I think it would take more than 24 hours because I think a big wave of it would be a lot of zombies trying to get in the water to get somewhere.
But then immediately decaying.
Not immediately decaying, but the water pressure, like the buoyancy of water, that's a lot less pressure on your limbs. And guess what? Zombies break apart pretty easily.
Good point.
Yeah.
Not fresh ones though. Okay, you Nicholas, what's your zombie apocalypse 24-hour plan?
So my idea is, instead of
Take a nap.
yeah,
Take a nap, wake up, see this still zombie apocalypse, go aw shit, take another nap.
Yeah.
Wake up, see this still zombie apocalypse, go aw shit, take another nap.
Wake up, see everything's better, say, ah shit, take another nap.
Take another nap, wake back up in reality.
that's just a story of life, my friend.
Alright, so Nicholas, 24 hours.
All right, so instead of Tim taking the high ground approach, I want to do like somewhere like lower, somewhere like there's always that good idea to be like lower part of the earth. Can zombies dig?
would disagree.
Zombies cannot dig.
Zombies cannot dig.
But
There is a huge problem with going underground.
there's nowhere to escape.
Where are you gonna go?
Where
am
are
I?
you gonna go if they make their way down there? That was my immediate first thought when you said stay low.
That was my immediate first thought too. Maybe I've seen too many zombie movies.
I have not seen any zombie movies.
Okay, so basically, not even zombie movies. This applies to real life.
Yeah.
Never hide in a basement.
God no.
Where would you go if you got caught?
Away.
Not a basement like this.
Yeah.
A basement.
An average basement doesn't have an exit to the outside world.
Yeah.
If you were trapped in a basement with somebody, how are you gonna get out? You're not.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
But okay, good idea. Keep going.
Yeah, so want me to just scrap the basement idea? Or?
No, keep going, because if you can come up with a way around it, then go for it. But
Oh, all right. Well, before I hide in my basement, I break into the local Home Depot.
oh, damn you, Doxus! You said there's a Home Depot near us.
Ah, shit.
Oh, my fault. That really narrows down the
My
area.
bad G.
Yeah, so
Alright, I'm gonna break into the generic hardware store.
all right, so I steal all the hardware, the power tools.
How
I
you getting
steal like
there?
a bunch of drill.
How do you get there?
Take a car.
Okay.
Yeah. So
How's Steven gonna get there? He doesn't have a license.
well, it's cool because
I don't exist in this scenario.
He's this all-seeing God watching everything. That's what Steven is right now.
He has hundreds of all-seeing eyes.
Yes, so I steal all the power tools. I steal a bunch of chainsaws, power drills to get me through like a zombie apocalypse, knowing that there's a shit ton of zombies around my area. So I
There are
immediately
zombies on your lawn.
there are zombies on my exactly. So I bring a bunch of plants. I bring out a pea shooter. I grow a bunch of walnuts. All right, no. I go back into my basement, grab all the food I can from my house, immediately go back down to the basement. I prepare myself for the only entrance of the door to the basement, and get ready to slice a bitch
Okay,
with my
but
chainsaw.
That's a decent plan.
I have one problem. with
Doesn't seem very long term though.
that. Right, because over time.
Which is why I steal multiple chainsaws.
Okay, that's not what I'm saying.
I can improve your plan.
Go on.
Board up the house instead. Much better idea.
Yeah.
Instead of just the basement, keep the whole house safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That not only gives you more area, but it's easier to defend than one basement.
Set up traps and everything.
But I mean, a basement is technically easier to defend, but you have no runaway.
That is true.
You're breached, you die.
So set up traps around the house.
You're not Jigsaw, you can't set up traps. You're not Kevin McAllister, you can't set up traps.
Kevin McJigsawster.
Kevin McJigsaw.
Have you seen the theory that Kevin McAllister
I have.
grows up to become
The
John
timing
Kramer?
doesn't work.
It does not work at all, but
But I mean, it's fun to think
It's
about.
fun.
It is
Think
fun
about
to
that.
think about.
So anyways, that's just some pretty good plans. Alright, what's your long-term plans?
Ooh, a long-term plan. So
You've survived the first 24 hours. Congratulations.
I've survived the first 24 hours. So my next plan is to.
Are you alone?
I think in this scenario we would both be alone.
Your choice.
Would you be alone too?
I would obviously you start alone, but I would
Okay, yes, you start alone.
I would ideally try to find people to team up with, people that I can trust,
Yeah.
aka not Steven.
Good. I'm a god right now.
Oh wait, then I want Steven on
The,
my
o-
side.
the only thing I can't control is your guys' mind.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'd try to find people that I could trust, whether it be family members or
Same.
dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
not. a bad
it's
idea.
always good to have a companion.
Yep.
Like I'm now thinking of You guys remember Weird Mageddon from Gravity Falls?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I
Yeah.
do.
What's Gravity Falls? You want to explain the entire lore to me?
So
So anyways,
so
In 1
50
second.
years ago. Oh, weird.
all right. So
Oh,
I pretty much find like any person that I make sure I investigate them just in case if they haven't got bit by a zombie. Make sure that they're clear.
That's the whole part where I say I find someone I trust.
Yes.
And I basically just I have to try to take them on their word, and we try to keep each other's back, try to stay like monitoring each other
Yeah.
constantly to make sure that
how
neither
many
of us get
people?
bit.
A big group or one other person?
Definitely not a big group. I'd say at most 4 people total, including me.
I was thinking like something similar, like a group of 3 or 4.
Yeah. I mean, because too many, you run those.
You're
You
too
run
many mouths to feed.
not even just that, but you run too many mouths to feed. You run way more risk of betrayal, and it's a lot less. It's a lot harder to keep track of everybody and make sure that no one's got bit, no one's infected, or whatever the hell.
And
know?
are you still staying on Liberty Island?
I mean, to start, I'd say yeah. Long term, I would say no. I mean, I did watch the first few seasons of The Walking Dead. I feel like the best place they were at, up to the point that I watched, was the prison. There's a lot of excess food there.
Correct. And the Liberty statue has not a lot of food.
There's nothing. I'd say, honestly,
Maybe besides one food cart, but that's not going to stay long very well.
Yeah.
no.
So my plan. So I'm stuck inside my house. And
No, this is your long-term
This
plans.
is long term.
Yeah.
This is after the first 24 hours.
So after the first 24 hours, I end up finding like a couple people that I can call my friends until the apocalypse is over. Even then, I'll probably still be friends with them.
I would say, what do you mean the apocalypse over? Like, are you?
Until the apocalypse is over, I think you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but
There is no end to this.
I was gonna say, there's no end to this. It's survive
Yeah.
and try not
Survive
to die.
until you mess up.
Survive until you mess up or
all
you
of us,
grow old.
So all of my team would come up with like routine plans, like that traditions that we do for a zombie. We each one person goes out with another person to collect as much food as he can. Then
So
come
buddy
back.
system at all times.
Buddy system at all times. Pretty much It's similar to what we did in the army. There's always has to be a buddy. You can agree with me on this, Tim.
Correct, but what if they come back without their buddy and say that, oh, they got bit by a zombie, they're
Shoot 'em.
dead.
Because if one of them got deaded and and one came back, there's a good chance that they're infected.
I agree with that.
Or a traitor.
Or a traitor. I will say one other thing. You want to know something that The Simpsons taught me?
What?
Was it The Simpsons or Family Guy? In a zombie apocalypse, you want to know the perfect thing to sustain you forever? Twinkies! They never die. Twinkies never die.
Are you sure it wasn't,
It was one of those two.
Are you sure it wasn't the live-action zombie movie with, big Texas guy? God, what's it called?
Zombieland?
Yeah.
Yes, obviously Zombieland. But, I mean, it was, I can't remember which one it was. It was either The Simpsons or Family Guy. They literally just... They set up camp inside a Twinkie factory.
Okay. Did you say your long-term goals yet?
Yeah.
I didn't even finish my long term.
I mean, I didn't either, but
Alright.
I
So
started
keep going.
saying them.
Okay, so like we come up with routines, do a buddy system at all times. Over time, the house will be main base.
So you're gonna stay here.
I'm gonna stay here. As I said, house is main base. We stay around the area, help anyone that needs helping. But
Dangerous.
that's also a high risk, high reward as well.
Reward from what?
Like helping others, that's the reward.
Okay, but during anarchy scenario,
In this scenario, helping people puts you more at risk than it's
worth.
than it's worth. In this scenario, it's you really gotta keep an eye out for the people that.
And during a zombie apocalypse, everyone's on their own because you're just trying to survive. There's a limited number of everything. If
Exactly.
you have all the chainsaws and you're like, here, I got a chainsaw, I got 1,000,000 of them, then your house is now getting hit for chainsaw raids.
And people in general
Are
largely
very selfish.
They're very selfish. They largely look out for their own needs.
They are mostly survival of the fittest. Yes.
I would, like I said, I would keep my group very small.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna like expand the group.
I know, but I would keep my group very small and pretty much be very defensive against others. Like if, say, it was me and Nicholas together in this scenario, I trust him with my life, but I trust him. I don't know if I'd trust him to say, yeah, this guy that I met a couple years ago at Army, he's okay, I guess. I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. I'd say, get out to him, you know?
I got a bullet for you.
Exactly. But another thing with the prison that I was saying is they got a large supply of food, medical supplies, weapons, walls. Oh my god! The back rooms.
The doors.
Farming area. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be a huge one.
I'd say, if that's just obviously basing it off of The Walking Dead, like I said.
I haven't seen The Walking Dead.
Me neither.
I saw like 4 seasons.
I've only played the game. God, you have to watch the game. You have to watch someone play the game or play the game yourself.
Yeah.
I swear to you, it is.
It's a Telltale game, right?
Yeah.
I've seen like
Those
clips
are
every
not-
once in a while.
Those are not my favorite kind of games.
They're not my favorite.
They're
I
not
mean,
your favorite, but I mean, just
I love the art
you don't
style
have to
for
play
Telltale
them.
games. Yeah.
Just sit down and watch someone play them. You get the exact same experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they went out of business.
Yeah.
Understandable.
But now they're back.
Yeah.
Are they?
Amazon bought them.
Did they really didn't know that?
I think it was some studio bought them and they're making a game about one of their properties.
Cool. Dude, the Boys Telltale game?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Unironically though,
That'd be
Telltale's really good at writing stories.
awesome. Yeah, it is.
If only their choices actually mattered.
I know, right?
Like these choices matter.
Yeah, obviously, because this all-seeing God here will eventually decide which one of us lives longer. And that decides the winner. I've seen the end of the episode. I'm sorry, Nicholas, but I lost. I just lost the game.
I was gonna. I also just
Minus 10 points from Tim.
10 points from Gryffindor.
A Gryffindor.
I can't roll my R's.
Why not?
I like how we both did that.
I literally can't. Like.
Oh,
I tried.
really?
Like that's not.
It's because he's
rolling R's.
Italian.
I had 2.
Yeah, but he made the first one.
I can't roll my R's.
Hey, it's a pizza, pazza, mozzarella.
I can't roll my
I got a
R's.
joke for the viewers. Nah, I'm good.
Pizza,
actually.
mozzarella.
Pizza,
Pizza, mozzarella. Rella, 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 rella.
Minus 10 points from both of you.
Why?
I got a headache now.
But you don't even know what it's from, so 10 points from you, Judge.
Oh! Dab me up. Looks like Steven lost his episode.
Yeah. Kick it.
God, what's happening? What are we at for time?
25 minutes.
God damn, I gotta stall more. Okay, so...
Give us like scenarios of like what
Okay.
happens if this happens.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
What happens if I happen?
What happens?
Tim never gave his long term.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, he did.
You
Okay.
go to the prison?
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
Prison is definitely long term.
Are you gonna try and keep power up?
Honestly, I don't see that as a necessity.
I agree.
I don't
with that.
see power as a necessity. Honestly, I try to cordon off a certain like cell block or whatever, and that be where we live until inevitably some zombies get through with a predetermined escape plan.
Are you still in New York?
I mean, we started in New York. Honestly, actually, I just thought of a great idea. Thank you. Alcatraz.
I was gonna say Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh, no, Alcatraz, dude.
All right.
The most fortified
Prison
ever. All you need is a boat to get there, and it's a far enough way away that I think zombies wouldn't even be able to get there. Plus,
Do they have enough food there? That's the thing.
I mean, nowhere's gonna have enough food forever, but I'd say they have enough to feed 1,000 mouths for probably a year. So for there to be 4 mouths, I'd say that could last a while. You know?
Yeah.
Plus, like Steven was saying, prisons do have their own agriculture system going on. So
Maybe not Alcatraz, though.
I still think that Alcatraz would have some kind
Look it
of
up.
Something, but not like... I was talking about if you went to a generic prison.
I know.
There's dirt. Dirt you can farm.
Yeah. Okay, let's just see.
Yeah, look it up real quick.
Is
'cause
the
I'm unsure of
ground at Alcatraz?
Farmable. And are you staying in this neighborhood, Nicholas?
I probably might as well, because I started here. I might as well, like, set up like my base of operations to be around this.
There's a garden area, historically at the center of the gardening operations, in a large greenhouse at Alcatraz.
The FBI would like to know your location.
I don't care.
Wait, shit. Don't forget to type in Minecraft. So they know it's a joke.
It's too late.
Shit.
But yeah, no, I mean...
So this is the last episode of the podcast.
yeah, because we're gonna get raided tonight.
Yeah!
But yeah, no, I mean, if in order to survive long term, I just need one of the 4 of my people to be able to learn how to grow crops safely, which might take a little bit, but like I said, there's enough food on that island to last a long time. So there's plenty of time to get used to that.
Correct.
Long term, I 100% believe that Alcatraz would be suitable for a permanent solution.
There is one problem with Alcatraz. California has 2 nuclear power plants.
Cool.
No one's going to be operating those.
Yeah.
They're going to overheat.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I do see where you're saying.
Oh, I know.
So what's your plan when that happens? You're not going to know.
I'd say
when
get
that
a nice
happens.
tan.
Make sure my pizza's in the golden ratio.
Chill out, dude. At this point, I have Spider-Man powers, so I'm just gonna chill on the side of the wall, just soaking up.
Soaking up some
So many spider
radiation.
bites. So many spider bites at that point. I'll no doubt about it. I will have spider
Hey,
powers.
look, it's Green Goblin.
Where? Nicholas,
All
nice
right,
peek.
so Nicholas, what are you? So you're staying in this neighborhood?
I'm staying around the neighborhood. Yes.
So your food plan is to just raid houses nearby, yes?
Raid houses nearby and venture off like very rarely to like supermarkets.
good idea.
Local supermarkets.
But the only problem with that is the supermarkets are the first thing to go.
Yes.
Second problem with that, over time, your defenses will get weakened, and you might.
That's why we improve. Like
you
each
may
time.
not see some spots that are getting damaged by constant attempts to get in from the zombies.
Which is why all of my team is like buffing up the house. Like we're rebuilding it. We're like
They're upping its fortification. All right.
so we're raising its armor class by 1 because I have the
Very
ring
good.
of-
Once a week, the armor class of the fucking house goes up by 1.
Yeah, so I roll a dice and that's just what happens.
Oh my god! Think about how much D&D you could play during the apocalypse.
Oh my god, dude! I could play D&D
I can
with
finally
so
get
many
my
zombies.
group together. My group will finally have time.
You have nothing but time, my friend.
Yes.
Dude, join me on Alcatraz. We can play so much D&D.
well, our pizzas are cooking.
While our pizzas are cooking.
And somehow you have Spider-Man
Okay,
powers.
so favorite weapon.
Chainsaw.
That's good, but what are you gonna do? Gasoline.
All right.
Fuel is a limited resource without.
Very limited.
very limited.
I would
I go-
save that for cars.
Yeah. I go to my local oil company.
Okay, they're not producing any oil.
Things stop producing.
Things stop
All
production.
the everything that's in the world stays at the same number. Forever.
Everything industrial nothing industrial will ever continue. From
That's
that
why
point
Tim's
forward.
pizzas will get cooked real good.
Exactly. I have a lot of great time. I have a
Yes, but over time for the nuclear power plants, will the radiation kill you?
It will kill him when it explodes when people stop manning them.
Yeah,
Yes.
but even then,
he'll probably be dead by
I would
then.
say not even that. But I'm saying, at that point, such unstable nuclear residue, like residuals, that explosion's not just gonna take out California. It's gonna take out the entire West Coast.
Correct. I don't think it would take out the whole of U.S.
No, it'll take out.
Also, you guys don't have to stay in the U.S.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just thinking of the places that
You know.
are more accessible.
We'll say right now you guys are like a year in.
I honestly believe that Alcatraz is a great place until someone I don't even know, someone comes up with a more secure place that's less close to nuclear sites.
Great Wall of China.
That's not a bad idea. I'm taking that because you didn't submit that as an idea. You just passively said it. The Great Wall of China is a great place to
It's a
man
great
this.
place. It is a great
It
place.
is a great place. It's a great wall.
It is
It's
a
the
great...
best wall.
All right, and you're canceled.
What?
Right.
Yes, because everybody that does a Trump impression is immediately canceled.
True.
Totally, that's 100%.
Yeah, that's actually true.
But no, I mean, it realistically, based on my initial story, my initial thoughts, Alcatraz is
Close to China.
not even close.
Not close to China, but you can get to China easier than I can.
Kinda, but I mean, how the hell am I gonna get there?
Rowing a boat. You have your boat, and you save like all the gasoline.
Okay, a boat, no matter how much gasoline you're gonna store it up, because if you store up too much gasoline on that boat, you're gonna overload you're gonna overdo the weight capacity.
That's why you pack multiple gaskets.
The weight capacity of the boat will be reached if you put enough gasoline on that ship to bring it to China.
Then it looks like you're not going to China.
I didn't say I was going to go to China. You said it'll be easy to go to China. I said I know it's not. It's not easy to go to China.
Compared to me, it would be easier.
It's technically closer, but it's not
You guys
easy.
could find a plane.
And figure out how to flip all those funny switches in a way that's not going to kill us.
I'm sure it's possible.
Yes.
It's possible.
You don't need a licensing then, Pog. You don't need a license.
I'm
to
not
drive a
saying that.
sandwich.
But
that's a reference.
I'm not saying that you need a license. I'm just saying there's a good chance you won't know how to fucking fly a plane.
Yes, there's a
Unless
very
you
good
have
chance.
someone that has like
But hell, why not? What else are you gonna do?
we have
You're
nothing
gonna.
else.
You might die either way. Better to go on your own terms, isn't it?
My
I
whole
agree with you,
my
Steve.
whole point about this got so thrown off by the fact that he said it would be easier for me to go to China.
It did. Weren't we talking about our favorite weapons?
Yes, I didn't even get a chance to go because he was saying something about fucking fuel.
Okay, so Nicholas, come up with a better weapon that's not a chainsaw because gas is a limited resource. Then you would not be able to use that chainsaw forever.
So I would save the chainsaws, obviously. So, yeah, that would be like a last resort weapon.
Correct. It's a really good last
That's a
resort.
very good
Very
last
good.
resort. But
But you can't use it
it's
24/7.
not a sustainable resource.
Over time, my crew would accompany, and wait, accompany is not the right word. Would get a bunch of blades, knives, something that can chop easily. We get a bunch of like sheathing stones to keep it sharp.
You just said that completely wrong.
Okay, so what weapon are you using? Knives?
Yeah, like any blade,
Bladed. Okay.
any blades.
Come up with a type of blade. Swords, katanas, knives.
I guess a sword.
Okay.
Okay. He kind of took my thing, but I will say this. I've been a knife guy for much longer. I have a knife collection already.
Congrats.
With sharpening stones, and it'll be really easy to find more of those. Plus, in the apocalypse, I'll have a lot of time to learn how to be a blacksmith. Dude, if I can forge my own shit,
Can you even forge anything on Alcatraz?
I mean, all it takes is propane and a fucking match.
Propane and propane accessories.
Yeah.
Probably not even propane though. Coal would be
It's-
better.
Yeah, I mean, coal, you can even...
Propane would be limited, yes.
Yes.
But coal, you can make charcoal, too.
You can make
coal,
charcoal.
all this stuff that...
Can charcoal get hot enough?
Yeah.
Is that too loud?
It's catching, but it is in the last episode, too. But it wasn't too bad.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean...
Oh shit, I thought we should move to Nicholas's room for the next episode.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Do you mind, Nicholas?
I don't mind.
Yeah,
Cool.
but anyways, yeah, I think starting with durable blades that are easy to control, my personal favorite, a kukri.
I do know you love
That
your
is
kukris.
not a kukri. That you're thinking of a kunai.
You're thinking of a kunai.
No, the
You're thinking of the
curve,
raptor
right?
talons.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, no, that is not. A kukri has a. So it starts like this.
I'll
and
show you a picture.
Let me describe it first.
All right.
It starts like this, and it comes out, and it curves. It has a nice little like wide belly, all sharp here, and it tilts at a little point. It's a phenomenal and gorgeous
It looks
weapon.
like a machete almost.
It's like a fat-bellied machete.
I see it.
And it is a
I just showed
gorgeous weapon.
It is a really nice.
All right.
weapon.
Well, we're on the top of weapons. Guns or no guns?
Last resort.
Last resort because bullets are a finite resource.
Agreed.
Very finite,
Extremely.
but powerful as shit.
Yes.
Jinx,
What
you
guns?
owe me.
You can each pick one type of gun.
We can
Snipers.
See, that's not a great choice.
It's not a.
Listen,
It's
I
not.
don't-
It's not the worst choice, but it's
It is
not,
not
a
the
great
worst
choice.
choice.
I would say probably the best choice.
A Remington Model 11.
Going to say a shotgun.
Yes, the Remington Model 11.
I mean, sure. Remington does make phenomenal, beautiful things.
Yes.
And Model 11, oof.
Yeah,
Man, that's
but
a
a
pretty
shotgun.
model.
So Kurt Cobain, am I right?
Man, I'd love to kiss that model.
A shotgun is it's a very powerful weapon. You can control it. It has much less recoil than a sniper, and it has a much wider damage area. So while it may not be as lethal as, say, a sniper, you can do more damage to a larger group of enemies.
Son or not son?
Initially I'd say not San because it might take a little bit to figure out the best case to use it, but a sawn-off shotgun, it does have a wider spread, but it does lower the effectiveness.
Correct, but what you were describing was a crowd control weapon.
I would honestly use it as a crowd control weapon until there's like to push things back to allow for me and my crew to get in position to do whatever we need to do.
So do you always have someone manning the sniper, Nick?
Yes.
So you put that like on top of the house or something?
Correct.
That's not a bad idea either.
It's not.
And plus, with a sniper, we also have a nice scope.
Ooh, that's a good point.
So we can point out zombies from like far away. We don't even have to fire it just yet.
That's fair.
So you build like almost a watchtower.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said. It's not the worst option to do.
It is not.
A sniper is definitely not the worst option.
The worst option would be an RPG.
I agree.
What I will say about a sniper that will lower the effectiveness long term is it is very powerful.
Loud.
It's very loud.
Very loud, yeah.
It's much louder than a typical gun.
Can you get a
Do you think we could
muzzle for
You
a...
suppressor?
you could get a suppressor. You can get a suppressor for any weapon.
So I would get a suppressor on that sniper.
But here's the thing with suppressors. They sometimes
lose effectiveness
They
over
lose
time.
effectiveness over time, and sometimes they're a little less accurate.
Exactly. They lower the accuracy. They lower some power, which, I mean, it's still a sniper.
I mean,
But-
here's another counterpoint that I can do. If there's a zombie right there, and my only last resort is to use a sniper, point blank sniper, that zombie's dead.
I mean, a zombie's dead if you sniper from the top of the house. I'm just saying.
Zombie's probably dead if you smack him with the sniper like a baseball bat and go...
I'm just saying that from any distance, whether it be point blank or
Farther
away, a sniper 90 times out of 91 will have a lower mag size.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Which,
Although a shotgun doesn't... we talking like a...
I mean, you can, but that's actually kind of easier to do if you have a bag of shells compared to... Oh yeah, I mean, you
Which is why my sniper is also a last resort weapon.
yes.
Correct. He did say blades mostly.
I know. So did I. But I'm just saying a sniper is not as effective in a crowd scenario. As a last resort, you're not going to be able to fire off as many shots as quickly as, say, a shotgun would to reduce the crowd size.
Yes.
But I like his idea to keep his
I do like that.
defended.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I mean,
It's more of a general defense weapon than a last resort.
exactly. And I'm not saying this as it's stupid, you shouldn't use a sniper. I'm just saying a sniper has a limited use case.
It's pros and cons.
Exactly. I mean,
Okay.
everything has pros and cons.
Changing topic. What are you guys calling your survivor gang?
I mean, I think I know Zemigo's thing.
I'm not doing the Zen Guardians.
Damn, that would have been funny.
No, if I do that, I think I would instantly lose the episode.
No, you wouldn't. But that would point you as the leader, which makes you a target.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think just something simple like
The boys.
no,
Shit, you're the boys now. That's a good one.
No, me.
Nope, too late. You said it for him.
no, yeah, probably like the outlaws.
The guys. The dudes. the Kevins.
The men.
the men back home.
The men back home. I hate it here.
The men back home.
I hate it here.
Oh, God.
Okay, and we know Tim would call Alcatraz Ram Ranch.
I fucking hate that you knew I was going there.
Wait, what?
I was gonna call
Actually?
Oh my god. Would you all have gay sex in there?
No. It's only straight.
Yeah, exactly.
Tim's only hanging out with women at the end of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
But women aren't Okay, I'm getting canceled.
I mean, you're the only one of the three of us with a girlfriend, so.
Yeah, it's true.
Damn. Alright, so we got
Okay, Steven?
shit.
We're at about 45 minutes. We can start winding down if you think that we're getting to a
10
good
years. What's your 10-year plan? What do you want done by the end of 10 years?
point. By the end of 10 years, honestly,
What are your goals?
I'd say
Actually, here's a good question. Do either of you have women in your group?
I'd say
I probably have one.
Are you planning on
I wouldn't say
repopulating?
I would say the plan would not be repopulating in the first few years. Maybe after 10, if the situation has gotten really bad, I'd say try to start repopulating. But that is a very last case scenario, as having a pregnant woman in the group does reduce effectiveness, as does a
Baby.
Plus
Baby.
adding an extra person to the.
It adds a mouth to feed, and it reduces the effectiveness of the mother because they have to take care of the child. there's at least one person that has to take care of the child until the child's old enough. You know.
Correct.
I'm with Tim on this one.
I would say I would say best case scenario, it's like of my group of 4, it's me, my best friend, 2 women.
Nice. Nicholas?
It's probably like one woman in my group, probably.
We all know who that's gonna be.
Yeah.
Emma.
That's getting
Shit.
censored.
Do we have to beep that again?
Yes. Nice censor sound.
What was that for?
To alert myself of when to cut.
Oh. Alright.
And we're back.
So there's probably like about one like girl in my group.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
We all know who that's gonna be.
Oh yeah.
Barney
Cynthia.
the dinosaur.
How did I Cynthia?
Cynthia from Pokemon.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you simped over her music last episode.
I like
true.
her. I like her music.
Her music is phenomenal. I love Cynthia's music.
In my opinion, she's an all-right character.
I think she is a top tier Elite Four member.
I think she's one of
She's
the
not even
champions
Elite
of all
Four,
time.
I know, but she would be.
She's one of the strongest champions, but definitely not my favorite champion.
Dude, she takes you into.
All right, we're not talking about Pokemon.
Yes,
I mean, we can.
that's for a future episode.
Yes,
We don't have time with 15 minutes left in an episode.
I agree.
Who said anything about 15 minutes?
Guys,
I'm
it's
ending
15
right
minutes.
now.
All right, it's over.
Right.
Winner, loser, go. Please lose.
Do you guys want to hear my plan?
I would love
Oh,
to hear
yeah.
your plan. Yes.
So, I would not stay at home. I would not go that far. I would find a mall. A mall would be a nice place to hide.
that's
because-
start.
To start, for sure. Because you got everything you could possibly need in a mall. Need weapons? Sports store. Need food? Food court. Need bandages? Clothes stores.
What I will say about a mall is
Lot of zombies.
there's a lot of entrances. It's very difficult to barricade that many
Correct.
entrances.
That's
And
why
probably
I
at the-
pick one head store.
And probably at the time of the apocalypse, there could have already been people inside.
A lot
there.
of zombies, yes.
Yeah.
It is a very high risk, high reward area
Yeah, I agree.
to start in.
I 100% agree with that part.
I would definitely get a group of 4, like you guys.
Yes.
4-ish.
4-ish, maybe 5. You know what? Screw you guys. I'm gonna have 6, just to be special.
Aren't you special?
I am
was
special.
I mean,
You
you are
already
the
are.
all-seeing God, so.
Yes.
Hundreds of all-seeing
eyes!
eyes.
And then, okay, so I'm gonna get my 6 people. We're gonna lock ourselves into a game store. Just play D&D.
Dude,
D&D, sex. What's the difference?
well, I mean, one of them you have sex with each other, one you have sex with a bear, so.
Damn. Okay, so I don't know what I would do after the mall. Ask me a question, like what you guys did for me.
What would be your weapons of choice?
Yeah.
Weapons of choice?
Yeah.
Golf clubs, I guess.
Honestly, a bat.
I would say a bat. There's a.
Probably with nails in it. Like,
God damn it, Negan.
exactly. It is
But the thing is,
Pierce
Negan-
weapon,
The Casey.
Yeah, but
With the
so
synergy.
Negan wasn't a nails thing. Negan had barbed wire around his.
barbed wire.
But
Like,
yes,
I'm talking
Case-
about a spiked bat.
Yeah, dude, Casey batting 50 cal.
Yeah. That's a reference that Steven doesn't get.
No, but like
I'm
I
sure
feel
you
like
can-
a bat is a really good weapon.
Yeah. I mean, it's
The only problem is that you'd get tired swinging it.
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, over.
But I think over time you'll gain a
Exactly.
bunch of muscle.
Over time, I'd gain muscle, but not only that, it requires less maintenance than a sword or a sword. And swords,
Sword or
I
a
think,
sword?
are a bit more fragile. Like, if you hit them wrong, you can shatter the blade, right?
Yeah, I mean that all comes down to how it was made. I'm a big engineer fan. I'm a big engineering fan. I love different feats of engineering, including like the making of swords. It's all about the forging process and whether or not you heat treat it correctly.
Let me ask you an off-topic question.
Yeah.
Was Kai your favorite from Ninjago?
No.
But he was a blacksmith.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. And
And his favorite was Zane.
exactly
You know, the sane choice.
the Zane choice.
The Zane choice.
Okay.
Okay, continuing. It's all about the different metal grain, and the different metal grains come from how well you heat it up, how quickly it cools down. Because sometimes if it cools down too quickly, the grain will get thinner, and the thinner the grain, the easier it is to break. Think of like the graphite of a pencil. That graphite is a metal. It's obviously like a metallic version of coal that was the grain is so small, so it's very fragile. Something with a much thicker grain being like a steel bar, right? It's very dense, it's very rigid, but it's very dull. You want a good, and it's not easy to sharpen. You want a good balance. You want like a medium grain where you can kind of see the pattern inside.
Ooh, if not baseball bats, then spears.
I would agree.
Spears are a great weapon.
That's a great idea.
I would agree.
Okay, so keep asking me. I think next was
What would be your 5-year plan?
Yeah, 5-year plan.
I would.
Well, actually, you said 10-year plan, but I guess we'll go with 5 years because Nicholas said so.
I would go up to Canada.
Ooh,
Canada has a very low population density in general,
Yeah.
so I'd have to deal with less zombies up there. You can grow food in Canada.
I know.
I have researched that.
Well, you don't even need to research that. I've been to Canada. I've seen people in Canada grow food.
The winters would be harsh, yes.
Yes, the winters are harsh. I mean, have you seen the clip of Jim Carrey talking about how everybody asks if it was cold up in Canada? Yes, the winters were very hard. It's a frozen wasteland.
Yeah.
I love that.
Jim Carrey's wonderful.
He is
The
wonderful.
only thing I hate about him is he's from Canada.
So, yes, I'd go somewhere up in Canada. Probably not a prison. Honestly, probably another mall. I like malls. Malls are... Sure, they have a lot of entrances, but they also have a lot of back rooms and shit.
Yeah,
Like, a lot of escape.
I will say, if your plan is to go from mall to mall with the same kind of resources, that will be not the case after 10 years. That mall will be fully looted.
I think I just want to, like, you know, because it's a good area.
It is a good place to hunker down, I will agree that.
Because, sure, it has a lot of entrances, but it also has a lot of exits.
And
Very good to slip in and out of.
And a mall is definitely it's one of the more structurally sound
Buildings.
buildings that are in a general suburban town or
Correct.
a city, you know.
So from there, basically just try and survive in a mall as long as I can.
Yeah, and then would you try to repopulate it all eventually?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Too much of a hassle.
That's what I'm saying is, like, with my point, it's all a last resort thing. I wouldn't do it unless it was something like,
You had to.
yeah, this is never going to end. The only chance for any of us to make it remotely out of this is to try and carry on a lineage.
Yeah.
If I was going solo, I would say just me and my car and road trip.
Yeah, that's fair.
Siphoning gas where I can.
Right.
I have one more question for you guys before we end the episode. What are we looking at for time?
52.
Gotcha. I got one more question for you guys before we finish the episode.
Smash.
You just got bit.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Kill myself. So that everyone else lives.
Just got bit.
I just got bit. Am I with my group?
You're with your group, your arm.
If I just got bit before I get infected everywhere, I would attempt to have myself or the others of my group cut my arm off.
I wouldn't. That would reduce your effectiveness severely. It would be much better to have one less person in the group than to have someone who is much less coordinated and could possibly ruin things for the group. I am with my group. I just got bit. I would say go. I'm gone. I'm gonna run until I change. Like, I am gone. Do not let me near you again. If you, kill me. I don't give a shit if you fucking have a...
So I should have just chosen, kill myself as the first option.
You can pick whatever you want.
You can pick whatever you want.
I would kill myself so that the others...
No, don't change your option just because Tim said.
He said that
This
initially.
was my first option. You changed it.
You changed it by saying, no, you just got bit. He's saying if he got bit, he'd kill himself so that way he didn't worry about it, so that way they wouldn't have to worry about him.
That was instantaneous.
Yes, and my immediate thing is run. Run and
Get tracked
fuck away
zombies.
from me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see any point in trying to avoid the inevitable.
Pass down the torch.
One more question.
See.
You guys find a kid. You guys decide to take the kid with you. Mm-hmm. Because, you can't let an innocent kid die.
Yes, you
Another survivor kidnaps the kid. What are you guys doing?
How soon after we take the kid?
About a year.
I mean, morally, I would like to be able to go do it, but
there's probably
during
no chance.
during the scenario, I would say if I am the quote-unquote leader of the group, I would have to try to make the hard decision and say for the betterment of our group,
we need to leave.
we need to not attempt to get the kid back, because if we allowed the kid to get taken, like if our defenses are that low compared to the other survivalists,
I agree with you.
I would say there's a very slim chance of us doing that and making it out without severe damage. So I would unfortunately have to try and make the call and say we can't get him back.
My answer is more or less the same as Tim's.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So, whose ideas do I like better?
Nicholas's?
Actually, yes.
Really?
I do like the more urban survivalist. Than
I get
Nicholas.
that. I mean,
Alcatraz is just like
it's a pipe dream.
it is a very big pipe dream. You'd have to get a boat. You'd have to keep gasoline.
You have to travel across America.
How do you know?
Okay, who cares about traveling across America? You'd have to keep a boat with gasoline to go from and back to the island.
Why did you go to and from?
You're gonna need to get more food eventually, or more supplies, medical supplies. Alcatraz has a lot, but it's not infinite.
True, that's fair. I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Plus, would it all be edible after like years over time?
Well,
I would
that's where the agriculture part comes in.
I'd assume the food there stays good for a while too.
Yeah, I would say.
But I mean, Nikos just has way more versatility.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with that part.
And I like Nikos' defense better of like having someone at all times on a sniper.
Yeah.
That was a really good idea.
A watchtower.
Yeah.
Watchtower. Plus, I feel like it would be like less likely for someone to find Nikos than for someone else to go, oh shit, Alcatraz is a good place to go hide. You'd have to deal with a lot more raiders than Nikos would, I think.
Yeah.
So anyways, Nikos, you won an episode.
The first time.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
I'm glad I did not lose to bullshit.
Is there anything you'd like to say about a certain Dragon Ball character?
I mean,
No.
he already
Good
mentioned Goku in my dreams.
Tim, you just mentioned Goku. Nikos, you win again!
I
Wait.
win the next 2 episodes.
Wait, what? No, you don't. Because I'm hosting that next episode. I have so much power.
And-
Joker, you're back!
Hey, yes, I am back.
Wait, where did Tim go?
Shit, where did Tim go?
I'm sitting on him.
Anyway,
Yes,
Joker,
scream!
as long as you're here, do you want to do our outro?
Bye-bye!